Hello, ukulele families. Mr. Koenig here. It is December 1st, so I think we know what that means. It's time for some holiday classics, and I shared in the ukulele folder in the Google Drive a book, the ukulele Christmas carols. Let me get out of the way here. It's in the resources book or the resources folder, and if you go down to Christmas, click on there, double click, and the ukulele Christmas book. These are all charts that I was able to procure and find online, and I have others as well, but we're going to start with these guys. What's great about these particular songs and how they're written out in tablature, which means this. The notes here on the staff is what is traditional music notation. Down below, these four lines do not stand for the notes. They stand for the strings of the ukulele, which makes it kind of quick to learn some songs. I'm going to scroll down to the third line of Jingle Bells because that's part of what we were working on a little bit today. Now this note A, which we know because it's in the second space, is played open, that's what the 0 means, on the first string. The first string of the ukulele is this one here, which looks a little bit upside down from the tablature that you see, but just trust me in that is our first string. So when we are playing Jingle Bells, I'll get myself out of the way here, these first 6 notes are played up here. I'll continue. I'm sorry if you couldn't see the tabs at the bottom there. I'll scoot it on down. But it is in the printed out pages that I gave to your children, and as well in the folder here. I'll go ahead and play through a couple of these just so that you and your children kind of have an idea. They're all the traditional Christmas carols we were talking about, or we were messing around with a little bit of Jolly Old St. Nicholas. Sounds like this. Now in class we were examining it, we were going over it, practicing certain parts and whatnot, with the realization that in class, chances are we're not going to master any of these. That's where the practice comes into play. We had a practice challenge over break, and I had 2 students out of 6 that logged over 300 minutes of practicing ukulele. And I asked both of those kids today, what did you notice? And they both said, it's easier to play. And the proof is right there. A lot of time on task works wonders. I think, what was the other one we played? Oh yes, we did a little bit. We checked out Joy to the World because it has this scale that we've played before. All of the notes of the scale in order. I'll get my picture out of the way there so that I can continue on. Whoops, I'm sorry. Oops. And so on and so forth. I feel that the tablature should be pretty simple to read and to figure out. The tough thing is putting a whole song together, and that just takes a lot of time and repetitions. I told the kids today, if you had $86,000 in your pocket and 10 cents, and you lost that dime, would you be very upset? And they all answered, no way. And I said, well, there are 86,400 seconds in one day. And we shouldn't let 10 seconds of that day ruin or dictate the course of the whole day. It seems kind of wise words there. In the same way, we're not going to let one or two notes out of a song ruin the whole song for us. So although putting it together is difficult, we want to kind of carry on through and make sure that we're getting all of the good notes that we can, and forget about the bad notes. We'll come back and fix those later. Anyhow, there's plenty to work with there, and I hope that you'll enjoy that. I'm going to zip over to my webpage for just a moment to let you know about something pretty special. I play in a really fantastic community band in Cedar Park called the Cedar Park Winds, and I'm inviting you and your families out to our concert this weekend. It's in our email, but I wanted to reiterate this. I've been playing in this band for over 8 years, and it's one of the first things that I joined up in when I moved to Texas, and it's just such a wonderful blessing to our community. If you haven't been able to hear us before, I think you would get a really a kick out of that. So I'm inviting you and your families to come on out. I don't have any extra incentives other than a great concert and a really good time for all. So if you decide that you want to go, at least stop by and say hi at the concert site. Anyhow, I'm going to sign off, and happy practicing, and we'll see you soon. Bye.